Exodus chapter 7. Aaron, Moses' spokesman. 1. The Lord answered him, I give you my authority before Pharaoh, and your brother, Aaron, will be your spokesman. 2. You will speak whatever I command, and your brother, Aaron, will tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites leave the country. 3. But I will make Pharaoh's heart resist, and though I multiply my signs and wonders in Egypt, 4. He won't listen to them. Then I will lay my hand on Egypt, and with mighty acts of judgment I will bring out of Egypt my armies, my people, the Israelites. 5. And the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord when I stretch out my hand against Egypt and bring out the Israelites. 6. Moses and Aaron did as the Lord had commanded them. 7. Moses was 80 years old and Aaron 83 when they spoke to Pharaoh. Moses' rod turns into a serpent. 8. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron. 9. When Pharaoh asks them to perform some miracle, tell Aaron to take his rod and throw it before Pharaoh, and she will turn into a serpent. 10. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and did as the Lord had commanded. Aaron threw the rod before Pharaoh and his counselors, and it turned into a serpent. 11. But Pharaoh sent for the wise men and sorcerers, and also the wise men of Egypt did the same thing by means of their occult sciences. 12. Each of them threw a stick to the ground, and these turned into serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed their rods. 13. However, Pharaoh's heart hardened, and he did not want to listen to Moses and Aaron, as the Lord had said. The plague of waters turned to blood. 14. The Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is obstinate, he doesn't want to let the people go. 15. Go to Pharaoh in the morning when he is going to the waters. Wait for him on the bank of the river to find him, and also take the rod that has turned into a serpent. 16. Say unto him, The Lord, the God of the Hebrews, hath commanded me to say, Let my people go, to worship me in the wilderness. But so far you haven't answered me. 17. Thus saith the Lord, By this you will know that I am the Lord. With the rod which I carry in my hand I will smite the waters of the Nile, and they shall be turned into blood. 18. The fish of the Nile will die, the river will smell bad, and the Egyptians will not bear to drink from its waters. 19. The Lord said to Moses, Tell Aaron to take his rod and stretch out his hand over the waters of Egypt, the rivers, the canals, the weirs, and all the reservoirs, and they will turn to blood. There will be blood all over the land of Egypt, even in the wooden vessels and the stone vessels. 20. Moses and Aaron did as the Lord had commanded. Aaron raised the rod and smote the waters of the Nile in the presence of Pharaoh and his advisers, and all the water of the river turned to blood. 21. The fish died, and the river smelled so bad that the Egyptians could not drink from its waters. There was blood all over the land of Egypt. 22. But the wise men of Egypt did the same thing through their occult sciences. Pharaoh's heart hardened, and he did not listen to Moses and Aaron, as the Lord had said. 23. Instead, he turned his back on them and returned to his palace. Not so Pharaoh took it seriously. 24. All the Egyptians dug holes on the banks of the Nile to find drinking water, for from the river water they could no longer drink. 25. 7 days passed after the Lord smote the Nile.